Hello, hello. All right, it's time to do some breaks, hopefully. Nothing's full yet, but we got a lot that's close. Well, maybe not close, but about halfway. The Advent calendar still have 10 spots left. The holiday tin still have 19. The half a case of megas still has 20. The Prism Hobby in Mega has 18. Finest Hobby still has 19. The Random Division for Chrome, for Bowman Chrome, has 4 out of 6 spots left. Gotta get these filled. Start setting everything to live. At least the holiday stuff. Alright, the holiday stuff is live. Alright, sent out some messages. Hopefully we can get those full. Let's see. Throw the link. This is for the Advent calendars. Still 10 spots left in that. The megas. Gotta get something to fill. I know there's a lot to choose from, though. What's up, DJ? How you doing? Just trying to fill something. I mean, we're close on the advent calendars, and then the Bowman Chrome Megas, the random division. It's got 4 of the 6 spots left. I'd really love to do all of the holiday PYTs tonight. And just another Sunday. Mine wasn't too bad. Dolphins won. Devils won. I don't know if the Heat are playing. They're not very good, though. At least anymore. They are playing. They're playing the Knicks right now. Oh, maybe it just ended because they won. Okay, so it was a great day. 3 of my teams won. And then the Hurricanes won last night, too. Yeah, it's going to be, for me, for fantasy this week, it's going to be a close one. It's all going to come down to tomorrow night's game. Let's see. I think I'm literally losing by like 1.5 right now. Yeah, 1.48 is what I'm losing by right now. I have Patrick Mahomes, and my opponent has Washington's kicker and the Chiefs' defense. So I'm thinking I'm in a good spot to win. Which is that's very uncharacteristic for the Ravens. The Ravens are usually a very good team. And at worst a mediocre team. All right, I see Jamie. Jamie took 3 teams in the advent calendar. That's good. So we're down to 7. Tucker Craft. It is Christmas at the end of October, Chatty P. I'm like I said to DJ, I'm hoping to get all three of these PYTs filled and done tonight. The tins and the megas are a little too far off, but the advent calendar is almost there. We are almost there. And these things are huge, man. And I didn't open one any last year. I only opened megas. So this will be a little bit of an experience for me. $20 holiday packs, exclusive evergreen, 2 stamped original cards, and 1 original pack. Chatty P helped me. As soon as he saw the link on Target, he sent it out. And then I think later in the day he reminded me too. He was like, "Did you get some of these? Because I want to rip some of these." Well, maybe there's one in one of these 3 boxes tonight, and then you don't have to worry about it. Now, I can't remember. I cared. Like, as soon as you put it out there, I went and I bought some. Trust me, I can't. I think it was either. I think it was you. You were the one who. What product was it? Was it Crusade? I think it was Crusade. When Crusade came out, you sent me the link to Card Giants. I think I overbought the Crusade Megas though. They weren't as popular as I was expecting them to be. Yeah. So maybe I just hold them. I start my back stock like Jamie has with them, I guess. I guess that's what I'll end up doing with them. Chatty P. I can't remember if it was you or Sloth, but someone was making jokes about my eBay store being empty. I think it was a week or two ago. So today I went ahead and I filled up my eBay store with some singles. Here, it might be easier for me to just go on the computer and do that. There we go. I've got so much more laying around that I have to go through and figure out what's worth putting on there. It's pretty much all numbered cards that I put on there, except for a handful of cards. I figure most unnumbered stuff, unless it's of the right player, isn't gonna sell. Or it'll sell. I'll be selling it for 99 cents and then I'll actually be losing money by selling it. It's not my fault. I don't know how else to put it that way. It's not my fault. I wait until the last minute to take anything. I kind of want to do this absolute football calendar that Jamie has here. But I only want the Dolphins. Like I would take the AFC East if it was a pick your division. And you know what? It's not Jamie's fault because Jamie and I do the same thing. We wait until the very last minute to take spots. And then it just so happens that those are the spots that hit. That's what it seems like. If it sits, it hits. Because what was it? I pulled out of a finest hobby. I pulled a Johan Santana auto to 5. I got that Christian Campbell redemption out of a finest hobby. Dylan Head out of a Prism hobby, that redemption. The last Prism break we did, I think it was a hobby plus a mega, so it was 4 autos. I got 3 of the 4 autos. Two from the Rockies and 1 from the Guardians. Ooh, we're down to 3 spots in the calendars. The calendars are gonna go. I can't tell who just took spots because it's all names of people who already took spots. I think Danique took the Guardians and the Rockies and the Braves. And somebody else, I think. Because there's only 3 left. She took the Braves, the Guardians, the Rockies. Chatty P is taking the White Sox. And I think I had somebody today from the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom grabbed a couple spots. Or 1 spot, I don't know. That was kind of cool. And it's cool how they're getting it shipped too. So like when I ship it, I got to send it off to some company in Delaware, and then that company is the one that sends it overseas to him. Yeah, and they're the only 2 left. Which means if I take them, that's what's going to hit. Let me post it in the group chat. There's 2 spots left. Trying to close it out. Start ripping this before 9 o'clock, hopefully. No. Well, sometimes I just give the hits away. Like if there's a good hit, I'll give the hit away. Other times I can't. Like I can't do it because then I'm gonna be like, why would I do that? We will be here, Chatty P. We will be here. All right. Well, we'll do this at 9 o'clock. If they're not taken yet, I'll take them, and then we'll rip it open. Oh, down to one. Who took it? Paul took the Cardinals. All right. Down to just the Giants. It's just about 9 o'clock. All right, 9 o'clock on my watch. So SunState breaks, takes the Giants, and we start ripping. Where's Chatty P? Is he back yet? What's up, Jamie? Just took the last spot in the advent calendar, so we're full. Kind of just waiting now on Chatty P to get back because he said BRB. I hope so too, but I mean, it's not looking too great. We're only about halfway full with a lot of stuff. I mean, I did kind of just throw everything I had at the table tonight, with the exception of Crusade. All right, well, I have been itching to rip cards all day, so Chatty P is just going to have to join us. Yeah, I try to do division breaks every now and then, but sometimes even those don't fill. All right. Let's see. Is this just one big box, I'm assuming? I don't know. Let's take the wrapping off of it. That's still one thing I haven't done is I haven't gone to a card show. I've been collecting for a little under 2 years now, and still haven't been. Okay. So this is an advent calendar, but you know what? We're gonna do it the cheap way, and we're just gonna slide these packs out. You know, I don't know how it's possible that I haven't been to one, because there's like one every month in my area. $19.89 tops, and the bubble gum is there. $89 would be Griffey, right? I mean, I know it's not his. What was it? Upper Deck. The Upper Deck card is the one, but oh, no Griffey in 89. Oh, it was traded. Okay, well, shows you how much I know. So, is there anything even worth looking for in 89? Sheffield's 89. Yeah, I have. Who was he with, though? All right. That was a little painstaking, but that's okay. What order does everyone want to do these in? We want to do... Obviously, the base packs first. Brewers, yeah. Sheffield was with the Brewers. That's right. Sure, we'll do the base packs first. Then we'll do the 89. Then we'll do the evergreen. And then the buyback cards, I guess? Because the buyback cards can be stamped, numbered, right? I don't know. Eat the gum. I don't think that's a wise choice. Good luck, everyone. I'm not eating the gum, Chatty P. I have to go to work tomorrow, and they're not going to accept that. They're not going to accept the excuse of I ate 36-year-old gum out of a baseball card pack. All right. Well, what are we starting? We're starting with something. So, Adolis Garcia. I guess I should have double-checked. You know, I say this pretty much every stream. I guess I should have double-checked the checklist to know what I'm looking at. One plaid per pack. Okay. Okay. So, plaid, Adolis Garcia. That for the Rangers, which is Coop. Then we've got the nice list, 49 saves, Ryan Helsley to Paul, Chandler Simpson, and J-Ram. Now, the short prints are supposed to be turned around in this too, right? I hope. No SPs in this? Okay. All right. That actually probably makes it a little bit easier. All right. Dalton Rushing, rookie. Josh Smith, plaid. Chase Dollander, rookie, which is Danique. Yep. Giancarlo Stanton, 7 postseason home runs. Chatty P. And a Jordan Lawler. It's going to take a while. I like the nice list inserts. But I'm sure I say it every time I see a die cut. I'm a sucker for die cuts. All right. Locklear. Stephen Kwan. Michael Harris, the second on the plaid, which is also Danique, I believe. Yep. There's Aaron Judge, 223 adjusted OPS. Chatty P. Well, what's the likelihood we get multiples of all of them, Chatty P? I mean, that's an awesome gesture of you. Austin Riley. Austin Wells. Altuve to Harper. Ooh, here we go. Paul Skeens to the locked out sloth. All right. Clanahan. Riley Green to the Tigers is DJ. Bobby Witt Jr. 332 batting average to Ryan Brakefield. Benintendi, and a Rosa Reina. Got ourselves a Trout base. David Festa, rookie on the plaid. To Coop. Aaron Judge. 144 RBI. To Chatty P. CJ Abrams and Freddie Freeman. All right, so it's looking like you're right. We're going to get plenty of them. Garrett Crochet. Jackson Merrill Cup card. Shohei Ohtani. There we go. To Chatty P. We'll put that in the top loader. And Shohei Ohtani on the nice list to Chatty P. 59 stolen bases. Christian Walker. James Wood, rookie. To Danique. Christian Yelich on the plaid. To Scotty P. Corbin Carroll with 14 triples to Harper. All right. Ronald Acuna Jr. Darren Baker to Danique on the plaid. Gunnar Henderson, 9.1 WAR to Chatty P. But if I remember correctly, yes, that is going to Danique. Imanaga, Jarren Duran on the plaid to Danique. Bobby Witt Jr., 30.5 feet per second sprint speed to Ryan Brakefield, Vientos, and Dana. All right, McAble, rookie. Vinny Pasquantino to Ryan Brakefield on the plaid. Tariq Skubal, 2.39 ERA to DJ. We got Gunner and Kutch. Yeah, these things, the advent calendars are a lot of fun. You get a lot of cards. Drew Romo, plaid to Danique. Tyler Rogers, negative 64-degree arm angle. As for the Giants, that's the SunState. Peralta and Evaldi. All right, plaid. Nick Kurtz plaid. There we go. To Danique. O'Neal Cruz, 121.5 exit velocity to Sloth. Definitely. We definitely hit on 2 plaids so far. Griffin Conine, rookie on the plaid to Danique. Luis Arise, 3-time batting champ for Scotty P. Drew Romo and Adolis Garcia. We need a Judge plaid now. A Judge. Cowser, Cruz, Ellie De La Cruz on the plaid. That would have been great to get last year. Chatty P. Chris Sale. 225 strikeouts for the Braves is Danique. Logan Gilbert on the plaid. For the Mariners is Chatty P. Vladdy Jr., 323 batting average to Danique. Will Wagner and Pasquantino. Will Wagner plaid to Danique. Jarren Duran, 48 doubles for the Red Sox is Danique. Machado and Kobe Mayo. Matt Shaw, there we go. To DJ for the Cubbies. We'll top load that. Ellie De La Cruz, 67 stolen bases for Chatty P. All right. 2 of the base packs to go. Ryan Helsley to Paul on the plaid. The man who will never play baseball again. To Danique. Man, where is Sloth? He's missing a good one tonight. All right. Caden Dana to Chatty P on the plaid. Logan Gilbert for the Mariners. Chatty P with .89 whip. Flaherty and Martinez. All right. Let's do some top loading here before we go any further. You know, I got prepared for tonight. I got 3 boxes of top loaders, 3 packs of sleeves. Oh. I got ready. All right. You know what? That does explain it. All right. 89 tops. It didn't completely destroy the car. I'm not eating that. I should frame it. They're all crusty. All right, let's see. Brady Anderson, Don Zimmer. Mariners leaders. Checklist card. Hesketh. Tettleton Kirk Gibson. There's a name I know. Boiseo, Gary Thurman. Nope. Phil Bradley. Bob Melvin. Rick Leach. Mark Salas. Roger Craig. And a special offer. Do you think Topps will still honor this? You think I can get that sweater? All right, evergreen packs. Ooh, I like these. I like these. Ooh, Randy Johnson with the Diamondbacks. Going to Harper. Hank Aaron. The Braves to Danique. And Freddie Freeman to Chatty P. All right. Now, the only problem with these are going to be I'm going to have to put them in the sleeve upside down because they're not going to want to go in the other way. But I guess that's okay. And then I try to put it the other way. And you know what I realized? I'm going to go through a lot of top loaders with all these die cuts. Because when I ship out the die cuts, I put them in top loaders because I'm worried that all this empty space in the sleeve isn't going to protect them. All right. So our foil buyback cards. Yeah, I'm still a novice at this breaking thing. All right. Matthews. Eddie Matthews. For the Braves, which is Danique. No special, no numbering though. Come on, the buybacks are supposed to get numbered. All of them, right? All right, and Eugenio Suarez for the Reds from, what is this? 2017 Heritage. And the Reds is Chatty P, I believe. The Reds is Chatty P. All right, well, that was one box down. That was fun. And this disgusting piece of gum. Yeah, I think the only numbered card I saw was a 1 of 1 too. I forget who it was, but It was a 1 of 1. All right, so from the bottom, $88 tops is what we got. So now what's in there? So I wonder for because these packs don't come out very easy. So for the people actually using it as an advent calendar, it's got to be extremely difficult to take these packs out the correct way. Alright, that's everything. Alright, since the likelihood of actually hitting anything is low, we'll just start with these. All right. Doug Jones, Milt Thompson, Buddy Bell, Tito Landrum, Jeff Musselman, Donnell Nixon, Jim Eisenreich, Nick Esicki, Len Dykstra, there's a name I know, Keith Comstock, Paul O'Neill, that's definitely a name I know. How long was he in the league already, though? Is he still technically a rookie? Is this a Paul O'Neill rookie card? think for Topps, yeah, I think it's his first Topps card, so I guess it is technically his Topps rookie. We'll sleeve that up. Chatty P. All right, here we go. Because I think they said he's got a Don Russ card in 86. That was a rookie. Nick Kurtz rookie is Danique. Jordan Lawler on the plaid to Harper. There we go. Aaron Judge, 58 home runs to Chatty P. Gunnar Henderson on the plaid to Danique. Chris Sale, 225 strikeouts. That's a repeat to Danique. PCA on the plaid to DJ. Bobby Witt Jr. To Ryan Brakefield. And a Sasaki rookie to Chatty P. Matt Chapman on the plaid to SunState. Louis Arise on the repeat to Scotty P. Kobe Mayo on the plaid to Danique. Stanton to Chatty P. Josh Young on the plaid to Coop. Otani, 54 home runs to Chatty P. Benintendi on the plaid to Chatty P. Otani again on the 59 stolen bases to Chatty P. Hey Jason, thanks for jumping in. As far as that goes, it's got to get much closer than it is, because I do have work in the morning and I have to be up at 4:30. It's got 10 left, so if it fills a little bit quicker, we definitely can do it tonight. I probably need it to at least get down to 5 left. Yeah. All right. Let's get back to this. Real Muto is... Oh, I pulled up Finest and now I lost the advent calendars. Harper. I should have figured. Scooble to DJ. Matt Olson on the plaid to Danique. Ryan Helsley again to Paul. Chris Sale to Danique. Jaron Duran on the doubles to Danique. Zach Wheeler to Harper. Bobby Witt Jr. again to Ryan Brakefield. And honestly, with the finest being that close, that might actually be the next break. Jacob Wilson, rookie to Danique. Arozarena on the plaid to Chatty P. Aaron Judge on the adjusted OPS to Chatty P. I think that was our first duplicate Judge. Oh, you're not interrupting, Jason. Don't worry. Matt Shaw to DJ on the base. Luis Castillo on the plaid to Chatty P. Matt Chapman on the war to SunState. So, Jason, I primarily break on Sundays. Kind of like a play on words. If I could get more traction, I would definitely break more often. Lou Bob on the plaid to Chatty P. Vladdy Jr. to Danique. Like, honestly, I would prefer to break basically all the nights Jamie doesn't break. I would love to do Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. All right, we got Alex Bregman on the plaid to Danique. Corbin Carroll to Harper. Manny Machado on the plaid to Scotty P. Oh, we got a piece of cut here. Just random that off later. Ellie on the stolen bases, Chatty P. J-Dom. It's a name we haven't seen a lot in Holiday. I feel like I've seen more Shohei and Judge. Brian Reynolds on the plaid to Sloth. O'Neal Cruz to Sloth. Another Shohei. And a Mookie. Mookie's a name we haven't seen a lot either. Gotta figure out what team it is. I mean, what was that nice list that it came off of? Was that from the Carroll or was that from the Cruz? Because, I mean, it's probably what it's from. And Kutch. Lots of Pirates hits for Sloth. I'm sure Sloth's going to like that one. You know what? Just for Sloth. Here's Clase again. To, who's got the Guardians again? Danique. Santander and Mason Miller. All right, 2 base packs left. I know Sloth likes his McCutcheon. Do we think Kutch is Hall of Fame worthy? Vientos to Danique. Aaron Judge on the 477-foot home run. That's a new one. Chatty P. Kutch is not a Hall of Famer. If nothing else, he's a Pirates Ring of Honor or whatever they call it. Angel Martinez for the Guardians, which is Danique. Schwarber, 15 leadoff home runs to Harper. All right. There's our base packs. Let's top load these plaids. I'm going to have a lot of sleeving to do tomorrow. Our evergreens. There's a nice Bobby Witt on the evergreen. To Mr. Brakefield, Ryan Brakefield. Aaron Judge. There we go, Chatty P. That one looks nice. And Joe Morgan, also to Chatty P. See, they just go they go in so much smoother upside down. Like, I don't have to fight them or anything. That was a great evergreen pack. A Bobby Witt and a Judge. All right, let's move on to these foil buyback cards. They say foil, but the only thing foil about them is the stamp. Oh, it's backwards. Adrian Beltre, and it's bent. Oh, that is terrible. That is what the Rangers. Is Coop. But I don't know if you can see that. But that is awful. I'll sleeve it, but it's definitely not going to go well into a top loader. Okay. You know what? They probably shouldn't have put one card per pack in these, because they're especially thin cardstock cards. Like if it was a chrome card, I could see it, but a single card in a pack by itself. Fred McGriff for the Padres. That's Scotty P. From what year is this? 93. Fred McGriff. I think he played for the Braves in 96, right? Because I remember hearing the name when I watched the 96 World Series. All right. Last one. Is the 92 Stadium Club, is that the chase pack of the retro packs, I guess? Because is that... Whose rookie year is that? See, that's what I said, Scotty P. But Chatty P said I have to figure out exactly what card that came from and give it to that team. I think next year I gotta get my son into cards more and just buy him one of these for the fun of it. Oh, there it is. 92 Stadium Club. Series 3. So isn't that crazy? Stadium Club used to come in series. Instead of, you know, the one release it is now. Which I'm saddened by the fact that we haven't heard anything about Stadium Club yet. Because I think my 3 favorite releases of the year, in no particular order, is Stadium Club, Finest, and Pro Debut. Now, if they keep making Holiday like this with all these different parallels and because I think they definitely improved it this year. All right. The Trout Evergreen is in here, Chatty P. No gum in here. I don't have to worry about any gum. Let's see, 1992 Stadium Club. Series 3. I'm sure you guys are probably telling me. I just see a bunch of pictures. Where is the actual... It's just a bunch of pictures. I want the checklist. Oh, well. Forget it. Let's just open it. If we pull a Griffey or something, I'll just top load it. Of course, they're probably all stuck together. Bill Kruger. Yeah, they're all stuck together. Mark Langston. Scott Champanero. Willie Randolph, a name I know. Sergio Valdez. Bill Swift. Got our checklist card. Jeff McKnight. Steve Foster. Zane Smith. Randy Myers. Turner Ward. Scott Fletcher. Wally Joyner. And Juan Bell. Okay. And the club membership. I'm just going to throw the checklist cards into someone's random pile. So someone's getting a checklist card. Yu Darvish for the Padres to Scotty P on the Plaid. Aaron Judge, 144 runs batted in to Chatty P. Austin Riley to Danique. Tyler Rogers to SunState. Brooks Lee rookie. Moises Ballesteros on the Plaid to DJ. Matt Chapman to SunState. Do it during the break. Yeah, nah. I'm sure everyone's already tired. This has taken an hour. Jackson Jobe rookie to DJ. Gunnar Henderson to Danique. There's a Skeens. I mean, I know he's not here, and I've probably already sleeved one up for him, but I know Sloth will appreciate that. Haesung Kim. George Kirby to Chatty P. Aaron Judge to Chatty P. Cam Smith for the Astros is Harper. Mike Trout Plaid. That's going in a top loader. Bobby Witt Jr. to Ryan Brakefield. How about that one, Chatty P? Luke Keyshaw, rookie. Austin Wells Plaid, Chatty P. Ryan Helsley to Paul. Brenton Doyle to Danique. Otani to Chatty P. Excuse me. There we go. Cam Smith to Harper on the Plaid. Paul Skeens to Sloth. Heliot Ramos to SunState. Corbin Carroll to Harper. Spencer Steer on the Plaid to Chatty P. Aaron Judge, Chatty P. Drake Baldwin, rookie, on the Plaid to Danique. Schwarber again to Harper. Rafael Devers to SunState. Logan Gilbert to Chatty P. Ronald Acuna Jr. on the Plaid. Yeah, you know what? He's worth a top loader. To Danique. Scooble is DJ. Casas is Danique. Ellie to Chatty P. Marcelo Meyer and Christian Campbell. Yeah, they'll both get sleeves. I think that's literally the first Christian Campbell I've seen, base or not. Sal Frelick on the Plaid to Scotty P. Jaron Duran to Danique. Bo Bichette on the Plaid to Danique. Otani to Chatty P. Ben Rice, rookie, to Chatty P. 3 base packs to go. There's an Acuna. Luis Angel Acuna, rookie, to Danique. Dansby Swanson on the Plaid to DJ. Aaron Judge to Chatty P. There's Dylan Cruz base to Danique. Bryce Harper to Harper. I'll top load that for him. Bobby Witt again to Ryan Brakefield. And the last base pack, Xander Bogaerts to Scotty P on the Plaid. Giancarlo Stanton to Chatty P. And we end it with our base cards. All right. Base packs were tons of fun. got to open up more top loaders. Come on now. There we go. Ooh, when Jamie comes back, I should tell him we hit a plat of his favorite player. And pull out this Acuna. Come on, Trout. Come on, Trout. All right. Time for our special packs. Let's see. You know what? The evergreen packs are kind of better than these foil board packs. So, and then I'm going to say that, and then Joey Votto from opening day. What is this, 18? Or is that 17? 17. From 17 opening day. That's to Chatty P. Hey, Jamie, did you... I think you were gone, but I pulled a plaid of your favorite player. Tim Anderson from 2021 or 2? 2022, Series 1. Oh, Alec Boehm is your favorite player? The Tim Anderson is also Chatty P. Because I thought for sure your favorite player was Ronald Acuna Jr. I thought for sure. We did pull Chatty P's favorite player in a plaid. But we also pulled a Bryce Harper. All right, our evergreens. Sasaki rookie, Chatty P. And there it is, Chatty P. Mike Trout evergreen. And a Kumar rocker to Coop. Let's see if this sleeve goes in. Yeah, the sleeve goes in upside down just fine. There you go, Chatty P. I hope he didn't fall asleep on us. I know it's late. He would have missed the part he's been waiting for all night. All right. That was our advent calendars. A lot of cards. Let's go see how this finest is doing. My camera got a little crooked. My whole set here is jacked up. Let's see, the other holiday PYT is just not moving today. That's unfortunate. Finest is down to 7. Let's Jamie taking care of the legwork for me. Couple more spots, and we will do this finest break. I've been itching to open this one. Yeah, Paul, it's in there. Let me see. Let me set it to live. And all right, so I set it to live. Well, there's the link. It should show up now that I set it to live. Hey, Sloth. How's the Steelers going? I don't know the score, so don't hurt me if they're losing. Okay, they're doing well. They're doing well. Well enough. Here we go. You hit this, Sloth. Kutch plaid. You got some Skeens base and some Skeens inserts. I think he hit 3 or 4 skeins in total. And we're just waiting on Finest. A couple more spots. And I'll do the thing I hate to do just because I really want to open this. I mean, we still got the Nationals, but I think Danique is staying away from them because she already hit the auto. Well, I think it was James Wood. I think that was the first Finest box we did. I think the Mets' big hit was the Johan Santana. Yeah, I'm going to end up with Dylan Cruz Super Fractor Auto. That's what's in here. Huge. All right, you know what? 7 spots left. It's breaking in 5 minutes. Well, 10:20-ish. No, just the holiday advent calendars, but there's so many packs it took forever. Just unboxing the boxes took forever. I thought for sure we were gonna do all three of the holiday PYTs tonight, but like they started out hot and then they kind of slowed down. Hey Sloth, I was told you've had a couple of these in your life. 2020 Topps Fire. That would be awesome. if, I was collecting back then and had those boxes. Man, this gum is so crusty. The Cubs are still left. And the Nationals are still. Those are the two teams I figured would go without a doubt. But aged sugar. Ugh. It's just turning my stomach thinking about it. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with the Steelers winning tonight. The only Romeo Dobbs. I need Romeo Dobbs to play well in fantasy, and not even for my own team. He's just the last player on someone else's team that would help them beat somebody who's ahead of me. He just needs 2 more catches and 20 more yards. He needs to get to 9 points. Yep, you are right, Jason. The 5 minutes has come and gone. Nationals, Mets, Twins, Tigers, White Sox, Cubs, and Braves all left unsold. All have hits in this box. At least that's the way it goes for me. If I don't end up with 1 hit, I will actually be surprised. All right. Good luck, everybody. Ooh, it's been a while since we've seen some finest. At least me. You serious, King? If you'll take them, I mean, I already closed it out. But if you PayPal me the 24, I'll send them to you. Well, let's get going. All right. Okay. The caps means you're serious. All right, yeah. If you PayPal me They're all yours, sir. All right. And there we go. Matt Shaw base rookie to start us off. We got Brent Rooker on the rare checkerboard to Dalen. We got Aurelius Martinez on the common checkerboard to Dalen. We got a green back here. So Ozzie Albies on the creators to SunState. Juan Soto on the rare to King. Luis Arise, uncommon Scotty P. That's a rare refractor too. Yeah, this Juan Soto's a rare refractor, King. All right, now let's see who our green is. Well, just gave it away. Alex Bregman, uncommon green to 75 to Jason. Congratulations, Jason. Your first break, and you're the first one with a hit. It's a good way to start off. And it's our first number card of the night, too. Yeah, sorry about that, King. I was a little quick on the trigger. All right. Brooks Lee rookie. Common to SunState. Logan Gilbert. Base rare to B Mollet. And there's a hit behind it. So we'll go to the Sasaki debut to Dalen. Carlton Fisk on the finest timelines to Jason. Ian Happ uncommon to SunState. And our hit, not upside down this time. That looks like the Tampa Bay Rays. Danique's got the Rays. Junior Caminero, uncommon sky blue to 250 for Danique. A good pickup, Danique. All right. This is why I love Finest. Danique always hits. There's always something in a pack for Danique. Justin Henry Malloy. That's the SunState. Oh, and David Festa for the Twins on the debut. And guess who has the Twins? It's like without fail. Max Muncy on the rookie checkerboard to Dalen. We got our purple behind that. So we'll go Ben Rice on the rookie arrivals to King. Altuve on the creators to Scotty P. Yamamoto uncommon to Dalen. And this purple is upside down for the Red Sox again. So it's going to be going to Jason. Walker Buehler on the rare purple to 125 to Jason. Look at that. I mean, I did end up with the first auto, which is unfortunate. But you know what? It's David Festa. We will random the auto. We will random David Festa off. It's a refractor, too. So, yeah, Scotty P, yes. I got it all packaged up and everything. And I am sorry. I have not taken it to the post office. It is packaged. It will be going to the post office tomorrow. That's on me. That's my bad. I'm sorry about that. All right. Make sure. Zach Veen on the uncommon checkerboard. To Harper. We've got a magenta behind it. There we go. Jacob Wilson, debut. To Dalen. Dustin Harris, uncommon refractor. To B. Mollett. James Wood, uncommon base. To SunState. And the Zach Veen is a Brave. Or behind the Zach Veen is a Brave, which is SunState. And it is Ronald Acuna Jr. on the uncommon magenta to 300. To Jamie's dismay, I'm going to say I actually like Acuna. Ha ha, ha ha. Thanks, Jamie. You're not helping me out here. Nick York, rare rookie. To Jason. Drew Thorpe, common checkerboard. To SunState. That looks like our... Oh, no, that's a... What is that, Pearl? I think that's the first one I've seen. I guess they are case hits, right? And this is the last box of the case. Drake Baldwin arrivals to SunState. Jackson Jobe, creators, SunState. Tariq Skubal, uncommon to SunState. Is this a Pearl? It's a Blue Jay. Just Dalen. Arovis Martinez. Right, this is Pearl checkerboard to 60 to Dalen. It's pretty sweet. All right, everyone. The last pack of finest for the year. I don't know. You know what? The only reason I do it is because Jamie does it. It's the only reason I do it. All right, last finest pack of the year. It's definitely been extremely fun, and I'm already ready for 2026 finest. And we're going to have an auto in here. Hopefully I don't just fly right into it like I normally do. All right. It should be right there. It is right there. Also with the hit. All right. Matt Shaw, debut to SunState. Finest timelines. That looks like Babe Ruth. It is Babe Ruth. And that should be the king. Bryce Harper on the uncommon. To Harper. All right. We're first going to do Padres is Scotty P. Jackson Merrill on the common sky blue. 325. A year late on Jackson Merrill, but still a great hit. Would have been better if it was a rookie. But definitely the Padre you want to hit in this. All right, I'm out of stands. Here, I'll take the Acuna down. Put the Merrill up. Our last auto out of finest. Please. It is a Red Sox going to Jason. So here we go. Cedane Rafaela. There we go. That's a nice one. That's a good welcome to SunState breaks for Jason tonight. Let's see. I mean, I will take down this because we're about to random it off. And now let's do the randoming for our David Festa debut. We get to the website. Sequence generator. 1 to 30. All right. All right, Jason, since you're our newest fan and you had a great night tonight, I'm going to let you pick the number of times I randomize the list here. So give me a reasonable number. Nothing too crazy. 3 times. All right. Sounds good. So the way a random works, at least on mine, what do I want? I want this. There we go. Is I'm going to random it 1 through 30. And then whatever number is the top number that corresponds with this here, whoever has that team gets the card. Obviously, if it lands on me, I go to the next number until it lands on someone else. So here we go. You said 3. I go 1, 2, and 3. It landed on 25, which 25 is the Mariners. So it's going to B. Mollett. B. Mollett gets the David Festa auto. And that is the end of 2025 finest for SunState breaks. I am all out. That one's mine. I'll throw that over there. All right. See you later, Jamie. I don't know. It is kind of late. I think I'm going to call it quits too here. 4:30 keeps getting closer and closer. If we fill some breaks, I'll start doing Tuesdays and Thursdays, But I gotta have breaks full to do that. Otherwise, I'm just gonna stick with Sundays. Well, 10:30 is extremely late when you wake up at 4:30 in the morning to go to work. And then I'm gonna be here another 20 or so minutes leaving cards. Yeah, Sloth. How about you come down here to Florida and you become my advocate. And and you tell them that we need to reduce the daily hours down to like 5. I come in at like noon, leave by 5 p.m. I'd appreciate it. All right. Where in Florida? I'm in St. Lucie County. You know what? I didn't even check your address before. It's always cool to see people from Florida. Oh, I am 100% hourly. I will never accept a salaried position. Seminole? Okay. It's a few hours away. But, yeah, Sloth, just the other night, or day, I should say, salaried positions don't get overtime. I worked overtime the other day, and I gotta tell you, when that overtime payday comes in, I'm not gonna be complaining about my schedule anymore. Yeah, that's north of north of Orlando, right, Jason? And yes, Sloth. So my schedule is I average 84 hours every 2 weeks, so it's averaging 42 hours a week. Just showing up, working my regular schedule. But then, with the type of work I do, we have mandatory overtime. Like I try to avoid it because I don't really like it. I like being home on my off days and doing whatever I want. But every now and then, you're going to get told that you need to work overtime. So when I know that's happening to me, I try to take the easiest position possible. So on Friday, I knew I was going to be told I had to work. Well, it was Thursday when I was told this, but I knew I was going to have to be told that I have to work the weekend. So, when my supervisor made the announcement that, hey, this is what I got for overtime this weekend, 21 spots, 21 people were needed for overtime. I knew that there was going to be no avoiding it. So I took the easiest spot possible, which is working in the hospital. So I sat in a hospital room all day, getting paid time and a half, just staring at the TV for 12 hours. Tornado. Oh, man. Yeah, so you remember last year, Jason, Hurricane Milton. I'm sure you remember that. My employer tried to get me killed during the tornado outbreak. Yeah, no, they didn't want to give us hazard pay at all. So my employer would rather pay people overtime at time and a half, like a ridiculous amount of money, instead of hiring a brand new employee that is going to be at the bottom of the pay scale. And now, someone in my position who has been there long enough to be topped out is just shy okay, so being completely transparent with you, Jason, so I work Monday and Tuesday, so I'm not going to have any time to sit down and organize this stuff and ship it out on those days, because like I said, I work 12-hour shifts. So it will, though, be organized and shipped on Wednesday. So I would say you should probably get it by Thursday or Friday, since we're both in Florida. Thursday might be pushing it, but Friday's reasonable. Now, other weeks, like if you were to get into a break next weekend, I work Sunday during the day, so Sunday night I'll do the break, but then Monday and Tuesday I have off, so that's when I sort, organize, and ship. I'm trying to get better at shipping more consistently. I mean, it's cool. It's cool that you're joking, but at the same time, you do live so close to me. Yeah. I'm trying to ramp up the number of breaks I do. Because I would like to break more often, but right now it's just only feasible to do it on Sundays. Because, like, I put pretty much everything I had up on Breaker Toolbox this week just to see how much we could get filled. All right, Jason. All right, I see. You're stepping out. Have a good night. Thanks for coming in. And I'll see you later. You still here, Sloth? We can continue our overtime conversation. While I sit here and sleeve up all these cards. Possibly. Okay. I mean, I'm sure you're paying about 10% attention to me and 90% attention to the Steelers, which I don't blame you. You broke, Sloth? That's awesome. That's cool. I mean, yeah, it is kind of a grind, but the thing about it is I've never really had a passion, right, that I enjoyed until I started opening cards. So, like, they say if you find your passion, you never work a day in your life. I enjoy doing this, the sleeving, top loading, sorting. It's my regular job that gets in the way of me doing it faster and more frequently. Which I'm sure is probably the same thing you would say if it wasn't for your regular job. You probably wouldn't actually mind all the work that goes into breaking. Yeah, 4 people still watching. That's cool. You just here for the chit chat? Yeah, because if it wasn't for working 12-hour days, because the 12-hour days really kills me too, because I would come home and spend, an hour or two sorting and packaging on my work days, except for the fact that by the time I come home, it's eat dinner, take a shower, go to bed. Well, Romeo Doubs ain't helping me, so how about we tell the Steelers defense to cover every other receiver except for Romeo Doubs and let him get a couple more catches. Like, let him get that, the 2 catches and the 20 yards I need, and then the Steelers can, pick 6. Right? That would work. Oh, Sloth, I went through the 3 boxes that you and Chatty P did on Tuesday just to double check for hidden elves, and there were no hidden elves in 3 boxes. And then I went on Panini's website today, and I saw that they're getting ready to release Select Baseball soon. So, thinking about maybe picking up a couple boxes of that. Because it looks good. Like the inserts look nice. Oh, really? See, I don't follow Panini that much. Like, I'm on Topps' website 2-3 times a day just to make sure they didn't release anything by surprise. And yet they still managed to release something by surprise. All right. I feel like more cards keep getting added to the stack. Oh, really? So now they don't even have the Players Association license anymore. So it's pretty much retired players and prospects. That's what you get. Which I'm cool with, because I mean most of the guys I want to see are retired players, but like because it's unlicensed, you know, a Panini auto of a retired player is going to be less expensive than a Topps auto. So that explains why you never really see Mike Trout and Shohei in Panini products. I've always wondered that, and I've never really looked into it because I don't know why I've never looked into it, but holy cow, this was a lot of sleevable cards in the advent calendars. But then I'm surprised that, Aaron Judge is still in the product. And some of your other top guys are still in the product. See, this is why Aaron Judge is the best. He doesn't care if you use his likeness on a baseball card. I mean, I'd probably get sued if I tried to make an Aaron Judge baseball card, but Panini won't. I gotta make a sloth baseball card. The only problem is I'm sure the printers are probably like extremely expensive. Yeah, I get that. For me, it's like it's the best way to get like a really low numbered Mariano Rivera card, or low numbered who else? I think I've seen some Bernie Williams in Panini. Matsui is in Panini. So like those guys for the Yankees that are who I grew up watching. I think I bought like a Rivera out of like 30 for like $5 because it was unlicensed Panini. Where I'm sure if a Rivera at a 30 for tops would be $20 or more maybe. Man, I've almost gone through a whole 100 sleeves. Actually, I think I have gone through 100 sleeves for the advent calendars. Yeah. And someone like me who, like, if I rip a box for myself, I'm not ripping to get I'm not ripping for resale value. I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, I'm going to sell a card that has resale value if I'm not keeping it. But I'm ripping for my PC if I'm ripping for myself. That's why, like, even in Jamie's breaks, I don't just buy into Jamie's breaks all willy-nilly. At least not anymore. Maybe when I first joined Breaker Toolbox, I was a little bit. But now, if I can't get the teams I want, I just stay away. Because I'm just spending money to be disappointed. Well, I'm pretty much following Jamie's format. Anything parallel gets a sleeve. Anything insert gets a sleeve. And then your top rookies get a sleeve. It's just that these advent calendars, there's a parallel and an insert in every single pack. And there was, 63 total base packs? Yeah, like basically at this point, if I can't take the Yankees, the Marlins, and occasionally the Braves, I just stay away. Because for me, like if I take the Yankees and I only get 3 base cards, I'm okay with that because I want Yankees cards. But if I take the Blue Jays and I get 3 Blue Jays base cards and nothing else, then I feel like I just the Swiss cheese defense. But if I take a team I don't like and I get base cards for them, I feel like I wasted my money. Yes, that is true. That is true. And that's why I'm also kind of picky about like what the price is, because there are plenty of times the Yankees were available in both Jamie's and Double J's breaks, but like for Bowman Chrome, but the price just was not, because like if I pay $30 for the Yankees and Jamie sends me 2 empty top loaders, we're gonna have a problem. I know that's his policy, and it's not his fault that the box had no Yankees cards in it. But man, I should have joined Breaker Toolbox earlier. I had a couple when I was just doing YouTube by itself. I pulled a couple skeins, parallels out of 24 update. Had I been part of Breaker Toolbox, they would have been yours, Sloth. Speaking of skeins. Oh. It's already past 11 o'clock. When they do trade Skeens, they'll be solving my problem of the Yankees not winning a World Series in forever. Skeens will end up being the missing link. Yeah. My alarm is closing in. And it is so difficult at 4:30 in the morning when you're super comfy. Over 2.5 hours. This break has been live. That's gonna fall. Yep, it's already falling. Just put it over here. Now what do I want to top load that. Skeens base. Top load that. Paul O'Neill rookie. If top load it, what's it gonna hurt? See, I'm probably going a little overzealous on the top loaders, but it's whatever. You know what the worst part about it is so when the new sheriff was elected and the decision was made for us to go back to 12-hour shifts, because for a few years we were doing 11 and a halves so they could save a little bit of overtime money. But they made the decision that they were going to go back to 12s, and they let us pick what time our shifts would start. So in the past, our shift started at 7. So we were 7 to 7, which would have meant I'd be getting up at 5:30, which isn't nearly as bad, but still sucks. But we voted on it, and it was like a 2/3 majority wanted 6 a.m. And I think the thought process was mostly by night shift people at the time. Was that they're up anyway. Night shift is up anyways at 2, 3 in the afternoon. If they could come to work earlier and leave earlier, leave at 6 a.m., they would be happier. And then my thought process was, if I could come home at 6 p.m., I would get an hour longer with my son before he fell asleep. So we voted 6 to 6. And some days it really sucks. And other days it's awesome. So, no, our schedule is I think it's called a Panama shift schedule, I think is the name for it. So it's Romeo Dobbs still hasn't caught another pass. Oh, he caught one pass for 14 yards. Still not enough. But so 1 week we work 5 12s, and then the next week we work 2. And then basically they just average out our 2 weeks to pay us. So, because I think federal law allows law enforcement to work like actually more than 80 hours at straight time every 2 weeks. Or actually, I think it's monthly. I think it's 28 days. So they allow us, I think it's 163 or 164 hours. Yeah, so like this upcoming week, I'll work Monday, Tuesday. I'll have off Wednesday, Thursday. Then I'll work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But then the following week, I'll have off Monday, Tuesday, work Wednesday, Thursday, and have off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. See, it sounds good in theory. But the way it just feels after a certain amount of time is that every block is its own week. So working Monday, Tuesday, and having off Wednesday, Thursday is its own week. Like, that's how it feels to me. And then you work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you have off Monday, Tuesday. That's its own week. And then you work Wednesday, Thursday, have off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then that's its own week. So it doesn't feel like you're getting 5 days off in a week. Even though, yes, 1 week I do get 5 days off. But the best part about it is when you go to take like time off, right? You take a Wednesday, Thursday off or a Monday, Tuesday off. You only take 2 days and you got a whole week straight off. Where, your normal person has to give up 40 hours of vacation to get a full week off. I only have to give up 24. And then if I give up 48 hours, I can get 11 days off in a row. Man, the Steelers absolutely imploded in the fourth quarter. What in the world? Let's see. I gotta check my pay stub for that because it'll tell me how much I accumulate. Where is pay stubs? So let's see. We're gonna do some math here. Oh, you're gonna be real upset at my PTO structure. Well, 4 weeks vacation actually isn't that bad. All right, so I'm currently at 117.12 hours in my bank for vacation time. And let's see, on my previous pay stub, I had 112. So I earn 5 a paycheck. So that's 24 checks a year is 120 hours divided by. So I earn 10 days total of vacation time a year, which equates out to 20 days if you double it because of the schedule. So I get to take almost 3 weeks off just in vacation. But then we get 3 personal days a year. We can earn a 4th personal day by passing our physical fitness test. And then I earn 4 hours of sick time per paycheck, which means I earn another 8 days a year sick time. Yeah, so it's like an obstacle course that we have to run, and you have to complete it in a certain time, and they give you an extra day off. And then with our, like, I'm still relatively new. I mean, I'm not that new. I'm like halfway up the seniority list for the entire facility. But once you surpass like 20 years, you're earning like 5 or 6 weeks vacation, I think, a year. And then sick time and everything. But then the crazy thing is when you retire, whatever you have left, I don't know about other employers, but I know with mine, whatever you have left up to a certain amount, they'll just pay you a lump sum. Yeah, I think you might actually have more. You probably get more. Because you get a week longer vacation. I get 3 more sick days. And you get 1 more PTO day. So I think you get like 2 to 3. Yeah, so for us, you can accumulate 240 hours of vacation, 720 hours of sick time. Your personal days that you get every year. And the only reason they give us those personal days is because the county, like the county commissioner's office and any other county positions, they get 11 paid holidays off a year. But then the sheriff's office, like the sworn members, we don't actually get them guaranteed off. So you're either working or you're not. You don't get a say. And so they give us those extra 3 days off because, we might have to work Christmas. We might have to work Thanksgiving. But those 3 days, those are use it or lose it. And then everything over the cap is use it or lose it. But they don't actually, it's not, so sick time and vacation time is not use it or lose it every year. It's use it or lose it by the end of your career. So if you get to retirement and you have over 240 hours of sick time, basically, or 720 hours of sick time, basically what people do, they put in their paperwork to retire, say in like July, and then they call out sick for all of June. Yeah, that's retail. I remember those days. Yeah, for us, all the like federal holidays, we get most of those off, or not off, but they're county holidays. So well, Sloth, you made it to the end. You are the last one left. Everyone else has signed out for the day. Oh yeah, yeah. So ours are paid. So even if we work, so if we work, we get our regular 12 hour shift pay plus the 8 hours holiday. And then if we're off, then obviously we don't get paid, but we still get the 8 hours of holiday. So it's actually like for the first 8 hours, it's double time. Yeah. All right, Sloth. It was fun. But I'm down to 5 hours of sleep and I still have to go shower. So you have a great rest of your night. Uh, Sorry about the Steelers. They looked good at the beginning of the game and then just kind of fell apart. Yes. Yes, and it's going to have to be a box because there's a lot. All right, see ya.